I want to start the second half by saying well done, all of you guys, not for just for coming down and supporting the charity, but also for coming out, because it's a fact, it's a sad fact, but it's a fact that apparently in the UK we don't go out enough. It's true, we were slagged off by Brussels recently, the UK. They described us as a nation of overfed television addicts. You think that's fair? Yes! Bit of a yeah down there, but does kind of fuck up the joke. It's all right, I'll muddle through. I think the point is, we all watch television, of course we do, we all watch to different degrees, but as a comic you end up watching shit telly, you get in late at night, it's the nature of the job. I'm always watching television post-midnight, and I've discovered this, if you watch television post-midnight in the UK, I find it asks more questions than it answers. Watching BBC One at 1:30 in the morning recently, just sitting there thinking to myself, why do deaf people stay up so late at night? Do they sleep for their alarm or something? I couldn't... Look at that, some people clapping that, some people going, oh, down there. It's all right, they can't hear me. I think broadcasters need to take a little bit more care in the way they sort of schedule things, really. I was watching Come Dine With Me the other week, because my life is fucking rock and roll. And I was watching Come Dine With Me, and if those of you haven't seen it, basically they take four middle-class sneering people who don't get on and get them to cook for each other and slag each other off secretly. That's how it works. And I was watching the programme, and then in the break, in the commercial break, there was a 2-minute appeal for starving African children in the middle of Come Dine With Me. Isn't that a little bit fucking odd? Is that a little bit weird? You know, I thought that was just a little... They could have planned that a little bit better. I don't like it when people try and solicit money from you, but in the wrong way. I don't think you need to be careful the way you do things. You know, I mean, I got stopped by a guy in Oxford Street a couple of years ago now. He's a charity guy, but he didn't come up with any kind of smile, no preamble. He just ended up walking to. He was too close to me, right in my face. He said, "I'm collecting for an Alzheimer's charity." I just stared back in his eyes and said, "Look, I've just given you a tenner." Got away with that. That's handy. Anyway, I'm getting off the topic here. We were talking about cancer. We was breaking down the barriers about cancer so we can actually laugh at the topic without going, "Ooh," weren't we? That's what we were trying to do. That's what we was. I think we got all right. I think we did all right in the first half, don't you? I think nobody really sort of got too upset. That's handy. I think, of course, the most high profile and tragic of all cancer patients in recent memory has got to be the tragic demise of Jay Goody, of course, which everybody remembers. Which is, you know, I think there's not one person alive that kind of sympathy with somebody suffering like that. But I was slightly annoyed by the fact that I couldn't get away from it. It was everywhere I went. I couldn't turn on the television or open a newspaper without seeing something about Jay's where it's spread and it's getting more aggressive. And my daughter's asking me questions and she's getting scared. I was looking at it and I got a bit annoyed, to be honest with you. I was thinking, when my granddad was dying of lung cancer, my granddad didn't appear on every newspaper front page or every news bulletin. And I'll tell you this now, my granddad was much more of a racist than Jay Goody. My granddad was so racist, he didn't even know he was racist. He would say unspeakable things. If you pulled my granddad on anything he said, he'd back it up with nonsense. Racist? I'm not racist. You can't call me racist. I eat curry. Fuck.